X-Men.
Alright, we are back with some more X-Men Legends for the PS2. I'm curious to see where this game goes. It started off, it surprised me. I was not expecting it to be what it was. So we're gonna keep playing it. Why? Because I said so. So we just got to the mansion. We are just walking around with Jean. She's telling us what is what. Seems like a pretty basic hub so far to go to in between missions. There is a lot of, like, nothing, but I suppose...
This room belongs to Scott Summers. You met him in New York, the guy with the optic blasts. He was the very first X-Man, and he's the team leader.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He's kinda cute.
And he's kinda spoken for.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I'm just teasing, Allison. Scott and I have been together forever. I'm lucky to have him.
Good old Cyclops. He has a Corvette poster in his room. And a picture of Jean. Wow. A wooden frame picture of Jean sitting near the helm of a small sailing boat, wearing a heavy sweater. To Scott, all my love. Well, that's sweet. Cyclops, definitely not boring. God, I hate Cyclops.
This is my bedroom. I've lived here off and on since I was a teenager. The X-Mansion is pretty much the only real home I've ever known.
Very pink. Like, very pink. Stylized image of two hands holding a rose is propped up here. Sentiment is written across the top of the image. Our love will bloom forever. Scott. Isn't that sweet? Whose room is this?
This is your room, Allison. If you want it. I bet you'd find the mansion a great place to learn about your abilities.
I'm not sure if I want to learn about them.
But Allison, if you don't learn to control your abilities now, they could wind up causing far more damage later on.
I suppose you're right. Still, I don't know.
I mean, she did, like, destroy a giant chunk of the city. On accident. You might want to learn how to control that.
This is Hank McCoy's room. We call him Beast, but not as an insult. You'll find out why when you meet him. To look at him, you'd never guess he was such a bookworm.
Why, Jean? Because he's blue? You blue racist? An old chalkboard is covered with a mess of equations, all overlapping each other. At the bottom is a final notation. Need more chalk. Well, this room looks different.
This is Rogue's room. You'll like her. She's a bit of a wild child.
She tends to get into trouble?
Well, Rogue did a few questionable things before joining the X-Men, but she's proven herself to be an invaluable member of our team.
If you don't mind me asking, what can she do?
It's a bit complicated, but her power deals with direct skin contact, which is why she always wears gloves.
Oh, Rogue's in this? I like me some Rogue.
Aurora Monroe lives here. Her mutant abilities allow her to control the weather, which comes in handy with her favorite pastime,
Storm.
Gardening.
Aurora. What a pretty name.
Her code name is Storm. She takes over as leader of the X-Men if Scott Summers isn't around.
At least Storm's room has some, like, personality. She's got, like, plants and stuff instead of just boring-ass Cyclops who has
Can't
a
go that
picture
way.
of a car. Who is this?
Bobby Drake stays here. His code name is Iceman.
Ah.
Let me guess. He makes ice.
He can freeze almost any object instantly. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. He's a real charmer.
I can tell by all the poorly textured pictures of the ladies he's got. And it looks like the magazines by the bed. Nice. Also, are we just, like, bursting into everybody's rooms? Just all willy-nilly?
This room belongs to the ultimate man of mystery, Wolverine. Although he's a bit rough around the edges, Wolvie's the best friend you could ever want, and the worst enemy you could possibly imagine.
Wolverine. The pride of Canada. I always forget that. Hanging on the wall is a weathered Canadian flag with some writing on it. Come on back to the old varsity team anytime. Your friends at Alpha Flight, Shaman, Puck. Oh, okay. Hanging on the wall is a weathered Canadian flag with some writing on it. Come on back to the old varsity team anytime. Your friends at Alpha Flight, Shaman, Puck, Snowbird, Sasquatch, James, and Heather Hudson. Those are the most Canadian names. Also, isn't Wolverine older than Canada? Like, Canada wasn't even a country when he was, like, alive, right?
This is the home of Peter Rasputin. He's pure Russian from the top of his crew cut to the bottom of his size 18 feet. You'd never believe a body of steel could house such a gentle heart.
Hey, Colossus. His room is kind of boring. A paint-spattered easel holds a half-finished painting of the majestic and inspiring Ural Mountains. The painter is obviously very talented and a master of colored light and shadow. The brushes and oil paint sit neatly nearby, ready for use when it is time to finish the painting. Okay, Charles.
Hello, Allison. Are you ready to see the true purpose of the Institute?
Sure. Yes. Take me on the
Could you take me on the
sub-basement
sub-basement tour?
Yes, indeed. You see, a majority of this facility is underground so as not to attract the attention of those who mean ill will towards mutant kind. It features state-of-the-art training equipment that helps prepare the X-Men for any challenges they may encounter. This is the War Room. From here, we keep a watchful eye on the world for any signs of trouble. This is also where the X-Men meet to formulate combat strategies.
What's that holographic globe?
That is the mission control computer. With it, you can examine and activate any missions that are currently available to the X-Men.
I'll have to take a look at that later.
Very good. Now, would you like a tour of the sub-basement, or would you prefer to explore on your own?
I love how he's like, that's our mission computer where we have our top secret missions for the X-Men. And then they literally just met this girl like 10 minutes ago, and she's like, I'm gonna have to take a look at that top secret computer you got sitting over there. And he's like, that's great! Come on in! Look at all our secrets. I guess I'll take the tour, sure. I'm not gonna pass up some dialogue from Sir Patrick Stewart.
I'd like a sub-basement tour.
Feel free to inspect the rooms. I'll follow along and explain as we go.
Okay. This is where we select missions, I'm assuming. This place is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It's over this way. Oh, this is
What in the world?
Cerebro.
This is Cerebro, a machine designed to locate mutants anywhere on the planet.
Is this how you found me?
Precisely. We were able to pinpoint you when your mutant abilities began to manifest themselves several days ago.
This machine must be really powerful.
It is indeed. While wearing that headset, a telepath can feel the heartbeat of almost every sentient being on Earth. It could, potentially, overwhelm an untrained mind, though.
Whoa.
Yes. And in addition, Cerebro keeps detailed files on all known mutants.
It's in here.
From within here, I control battle situations that take place in the training room you can see through those windows. The training room has earned the dubious title of the Danger Room.
But the danger room looks completely empty.
With the aid of advanced holography, any adversary or environment can be created out of nothingness. The Danger Room can simulate battle situations from the surface of the moon to 1,000 feet below sea level.
Holographs? So nothing in there is real?
Make no mistake, while the enemies in the Danger Room may not be real, the danger certainly is, as the bruises of the X-Men can attest.
What's the console over there?
That is the Danger Room computer.
What's it do?
It is the artificial intelligence created by Beast to run the Danger Room. With it, a student can access any of the training programs available. You may use it later should you wish.
Sounds kind of scary, but fun.
I'm glad you feel that way, Allison, because I would now like to officially extend you an invitation to join us here at the Institute. Your parent. There's no rush. This is a difficult decision.
I hate that the line
So for the
skip.
time being, consider yourself our guest. Feel free to enjoy anything the mansion has to offer.
Okay, so he just invited us to join the X-Men, I guess. Okay. Wow, there are a lot of training things here.
You may now begin your course.
It is often worthwhile to examine the setting around you because pleasant surprises may be hiding inside of anything.
30 seconds remaining.
Destroy all crates within 30 seconds. Oh. Okay.
Good. Nicely done.
So these are like
Good.
really simple training missions starting out. Like painfully obvious stuff.
All objectives have been successfully achieved. Course is now complete. Well done.
Okay. You can earn these extra credits. Efficiency for succeed with time left over, demolitionist, lots of power combos, tactician, use all heroes equally, and untouchable, take very little damage. So it looks like what you do is you get credits for completing each course, and then you need to have a certain amount of credits to do the higher level courses, which is, I mean, okay. I guess it's good training. At least it's optional, so they don't force you to do these. Okay, so we saw the danger room. We saw Cerebro. Is there anything else down here? Oh, there's a save point. Okay, there's a save point down here.
This is the Brig, a highly reinforced area designed to contain practically any
Yep,
mutant.
see you, Charles.
You keep prisoners?
No, not at all, Allison.
Okay, but there's a rare time when they have to detain people. Okay, we can view enemy bios here. Always like when games give you a lot of like extras like that where you can look at bios and stuff. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
This is our medical facility. We've gone to a great deal of trouble to design equipment capable of handling the special needs of mutants. I believe that if necessary, these computers could even perform surgery without supervision.
Yeah, it's a hard pass on that. Yeah. Let's just have a robot do it without supervision. What could go wrong? I mean, have you seen some of the, like, AI art that AI pops out? Just be chopping hands off, chopping limbs off. We only got a couple more rooms left, I think.
This is the laboratory of Hank McCoy, a gifted scientist and engineer. He was one of my first students at the Institute.
Where are all the other
Isn't
X-Men?
he the one they call Beast?
Yes, but that code name is a gross misrepresentation of the man. His mind is every bit as strong and agile as his body. It's his technical expertise that keeps the equipment down here running so smoothly.
I think that is everything, right? Because
These are the transport tubes, a quick way of getting to the second floor of the mansion.
But I didn't see any entrance to the tubes on the second floor.
They're hidden, since the tubes are only used in emergencies.
Oh, okay, so this takes us back upstairs. I'm pretty sure we've been everywhere, so I think, do we just...
Yes, Allison. What can I do for you?
We're all done. I'm done with the tour.
I'm done with the sub-basement tour.
Oh, okay. It just pops us back out. What do we do now? Start a new mission. Go to the war room to start the next mission. Explore the mansion and meet various X-Men. Or contact Forge. Use the console in the war room to contact Forge. Contact Forge.
Hello, my friends.
Oh, I'm not an X-Man. I'm just looking around the war room. Professor Xavier said it was okay. I saw this flashing button marked Muir Island.
I'm just
so I
wandering
pushed
around
it.
your top secret
Are you
base
having
looking
trouble with
around. Just some kid.
Yes, the Brotherhood stormed through here.
Oh my gosh. Were you hurt?
Me? I'm fine.
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name's Forge.
I bet you've got some kind of mutant power, don't you?
I have the ability to build any type of machine.
That is a very interesting mutant power. Like, you know, what can you do? Oh, I could call magma up from the ground. What can you do? Oh, I can just freeze anything instantly. What can you do? I can build a toaster out of nothing.
What was the Brotherhood doing on Muir Island?
They broke into my workshop and tore the place apart in search of a particular piece of equipment.
Okay. What were they
What
looking
did they
for?
want?
They took some experimental equipment that masks mutant DNA from scanning devices.
Oh.
Why would they want
To
that?
hide.
I'm not sure. But while wearing the masking device, even Cerebro would not be able to detect them.
How do you not know what they would want? They obviously would want to
Talk
hide.
to you later, Forge.
Anytime.
Okay, beginning with your next away mission, you can visit Forge's workshop through extraction points during missions to buy and sell equipment for your team. Use the tech bits you find as currency. Oh, so that must be what those yellow things are tech bits. And then I guess he sells gear, which is interesting. I'd also like to meet, like, Rogue and Colossus and the ones we didn't see. Hello, Iceman.
Wow, the scenery around here just improved 100%. Gene said you were cute, but that was the understatement of the century.
Wow, slick.
You must be Bobby Drake.
Hey, it's nice to see my name's gotten around. Did the other girls tell you what a cool dude I am?
Oh my god.
No, but Jean Grey warned me to keep an eye on you.
Oh, well, don't believe everything Jean says. She still hasn't forgiven me for that little incident in the changing room. Man, you enter one room without knocking and you're branded for life.
Oh, so he's a sex pest. He's a fucking creep. He's a creep. All right, yeah.
I've heard you have the mutant power to freeze anything instantly.
Yep, I can drop my body temperature and the air around me to sub-zero temperatures. It lets me cover my body in a protective shield of ice that even bullets can't get through. Pretty wicked, huh?
Yeah, I'll say.
But enough about me. Let's talk about you. It's always nice to meet a new student, especially one as pretty as you.
Smooth.
I hope to see you soon, Bobby.
Oh, you can count on that, Allison.
Peace out, Bobby Drake. Oh, hey, there's Rogue. Not a big fan of the costume, but
Hey, y'all. Aren't you the new girl?
wow, cool costume. You gotta be an X-Man like every single person I've met in this building.
Wow, cool costume. You've got to be an X-Man.
That's right, hun. My name's Rogue.
And you're a mutant.
Yup. My power lets me absorb all kinds of things through skin contact. Other mutant powers, memories, even someone's life force if I'm not careful. But it only lasts for a short time and then I return to normal. Or at least as normal as I can be.
Where'd you get that accent?
Where'd you get that accent?
Come on now, sugar. Y'all don't mean to tell me a Yank like you has never met someone from the South?
Not if I can
was
help
in
it.
New Jersey once.
Well, honey, I grew up in a little town along the bank of the Mississippi River. I'm as southern as mint juleps and magnolia trees.
You're lucky at least you have a mutant power that's easy to hide. Yeah, except she literally can't touch anyone or they'll die.
You're lucky. At least you've got a mutant power that's easy to hide.
Oh, it's not that easy, Allison. I can never touch someone without taking something from them.
Oh, I never thought
Like
of that.
their life.
Once, I bumped into Nightcrawler and I was blue for a week.
Night who?
Never you mind, sweetheart. You'll know him when you see him.
Oh, Nightcrawler's in this game. Sick. I love Nightcrawler.
Talk to you later.
Don't be a stranger, y'all.
Oh, hey, it's Storm.
Why, you must be Allison Cressmere. You're even prettier than Jean said you were.
And you are?
My name is Aurora Monroe, but here at the X-Mansion, I'm usually referred to as Storm.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Kenya, Africa, but Professor Xavier asked me to join him here at the mansion.
Why does she keep asking people if they're mutants? They're obviously mutants.
You're a mutant?
I'm a teacher and a gardener, and yes, I'm also a mutant. I have the ability to control the weather.
No way!
I can make it rain, sleet, or snow, even lightning. I can also control the wind, which allows me to fly.
Professor Xavier told me about the Danger Room. What's it like in there?
Stressful and exhilarating. You can never be sure what the professor or beast is going to throw at you.
Aren't you afraid of being hurt?
No. There are safety locks to protect us from serious harm. But the Danger Room does have a habit of leaving you with a few aches and pains.
I'll see you later.
I hope to see you soon, Allison.
Oh, hey, Beast.
I'm sorry, miss. My sincerest apologies if I frightened you.
Are you Hank McCoy?
Yes, indeed. Although my code name is Beast, for obvious reasons, I didn't always look like this. My animalistic appearance is due to a further genetic mutation. Aren't you Allison Crestmere? The young lady they aided in New York today?
Yeah. I'm sure everyone's heard of me. I'm the freak who can turn a mini-mall into mini Pompeii.
Allison, my dear, you are most certainly not a freak. You are a mutant, just as I am.
Since you're a scientist, could you explain to me exactly what a mutant is?
It would be my pleasure. You see, Mother Nature has a way of changing life forms, experimenting with them to see what would better help a species to thrive in its environment.
That's evolution, like what Darwin wrote about.
Very good, Allison. Correct. And recently, evolution has decided to endow various humans with an X gene, which is what gives us special abilities. So mutants are really just the next phase in human evolution, and the X-Men strive to be the conscience of this new breed. It's quite exciting.
The people in New York didn't think it was exciting when I started making...
You never know what the future may hold. In the meantime, you have new friends, Allison. A whole mansion full of mutants who know exactly what you're going through.
Thanks for the talk, Beast.
My pleasure, Allison. Feel free to drop by any time. Perhaps we could discuss Darwinism in greater detail.
I like Beast's voice actor. It's a good fit. Okay, so I've explored around. I've met everybody that I think I can meet. So let's do a mission. Finally.
Attention, X-Men. Meet me in the war room immediately.
What a coincidence! I'm already here. Perfect.
With the aid of Cerebro, I've learned the Brotherhood is en route to Alaska. It appears their destination is the facility for the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, also known simply as HARP.
What would the Brotherhood want at HARP? All that facility does is study the ionosphere.
That, Cyclops, is what you must discover. The Brotherhood has become extremely active since their attack on Allison, which can only mean something sinister is in the offing. And whatever their plan, we must thwart it before they can set back the cause of human-mutant relations.
The HARP facility, eh? This will be an excellent opportunity to test the new cloaking device I've installed on the X-Jet. It should render us completely undetectable to radar.
Excellent, Beast. You have your mission, X-Men. Godspeed.
Okay. Going to Alaska.